So here we are, we're at the trailhead, ready to go. You can see there's a really nice sign over here, it says Firetower. Anyway, we're gonna get into the woods. Let me let my dogs out. And I got Bari with me and we're ready to go. This was like a really long drive. It went from a 2-lane road to a 1-lane road to a dirt road to a seasonal road, and we passed some houses out here. And I got to tell you, if you lived out here, the closest grocery store is 45 minutes away. So some trails that you go on, they have different names. There's the In and Out, there's the Loop, and then there's the Lollipop. So this is a lollipop trail, which means that first you're walking up like the stick of the lollipop, and then you get to the sucking candy itself, and you walk around its perimeter, and then you come back down on the stick again and get back to the trailhead. I'll show you what I mean. So Bari and I, we had a bit of an interesting conversation, because once we got to where the perimeter of the lollipop loop met, there was only one side for the fire tower pointing up that way. And I know how steep that trail is. Here, so take a look at this and I'll show you. This is what this trail looks like, and you can see the distinct lollipop look to it. And what do you think about us taking this way as opposed to that way?
I think it's a smarter way to go, because we're not going steeply up, even though it's a shorter distance. We're as steeply up.
Well, thank you for that. Funny how she has changed her tune. So just walking past a little cairn, a trail marker, and you can see it right here. I believe that cairns were ways that they mark trails and property in Scotland. I think it's from the Scottish word. All right, onward and upward. So I just spotted this backlit leaf. I love backlighting. I mean, when I'm doing photography, when I'm doing video, when things are backlit, they just have such a gorgeous resonance with me. And I think for a lot of people, because if the object that you are photographing is highlighted by the sun or another light source, it's awesome. Pretty cool. So it's pretty interesting, as we're walking on this very steep trail, yet it's kind of level here. And then I realize when I look over the edge, this is the wall. So walking on this trail, it is extremely steep, both right and left, of course, going up that way and down that way. And I'm wondering how it is. And I realize that some landscaping has been done in here. They've actually built a wall into the side of the mountain and put this path on top of it. Do they get all the rocks locally? Do they carry them in here? It's a lot of work. Somebody did it, well, for the sake of hiking or maneuvering up to this fire tower. And then I wonder, since these fire towers were built many, many years ago, how did they get the construction equipment, the materials, and the people in here? And did they hike in and out, or did they spend the night up there? Some things I would like to know. So some interesting plants here. I don't know what they are. They're getting their little flowers this time of year, and just taking a look at them and uplifted this flower, and you can see that there's something growing underneath. Don't know what it is, don't know whether it's part of the plant or whether it's maybe some kind of a cocoon. I didn't examine it too closely. I actually have to give full credit to Bari. She's the one who found it. So take a look. Here she is showing it to me. And you can see, oh, she's got beautiful fingernails, doesn't she? Now we're on a pretty rocky part of the trail. So really got to focus on the walking aspect of this. And here we go. So some interesting rock formations. Take a look at this. I mean, this rock here, it's like it's like a tray, it's like a slab, it's like a patio upended, and I have to think about, how did it get that way? Did it rise up out of the ground? Did it come down out of the sky? Did it slide down off the mountain and land that way? And it's been that way for 10,000, 50,000, a million years, and now I'm looking at it. Pretty cool. And back here you could see like another version of the same thing, but it's kind of on an angle. You can see all the striations in it. I believe it's shale, and nice little triangular hole there. I'm sure some animal could sink refuge in there during the winter. Where we are continuing. So I'm at this dead tree, really pretty interesting. And some of the bark is off, and it's got this excellent like knobby feel to it. I like it, and I love the moss on here. I don't want to scrape that off. I want to just leave it alone. And then if I come over here, there's just like this one area here that's just kind of out of the bark. Really cool, really nice. Love this. So I'm walking, and I see this tree. I don't know that I've ever seen fungus like this before, growing on the side of a tree. Take a look at this. It's thin, it's very light. And yet some, maybe older ones, they are dark, so you can really see the contrast between the two. It reminded me of sheetrock. Is there something called sheetrock fungus? I don't know. Yeah, still getting over my cold, so if I sound a little nasal, that's all it is. Don't watch this while driving. Take a look at this marker. It looks like it's been eaten by the tree. It's pretty cool, isn't it? I thought you might think so. Hey, so I finally made it to the 3,500 foot elevation point, as you can see on the sign right here. I don't know, it's always a sense of accomplishment. At least it lets you know that you're heading uphill and not downhill. So, pretty cool. Let's go. So I've noticed they do come around and they replace those trail markers, trail blazes. I showed you one a little bit ago. But take a look at this one. They've put up one, then on another season they put another, and now there's a third one right on top. Is that for 3D trail markers? I don't know. Maybe so. So we've been having flat level, then we go up, then flat level again. It's almost like a tease as we get closer and closer. That we have to, when you get to the level and you're starting to catch glimpses of views through the trees, you think you're near the top, and then it fools you. Hey, take a look at this mushroom. Pretty cool. Bari pointed it out to me. She gets full credit for finding it, noting it, and pointing out how beautiful the curvature of the crown of the mushroom is. So I'm sharing it with you. And we're in a pretty flat area here, so I'm hoping to see that fire tower any minute. I'd like to say any second, but you just have to settle for any minute. So take a look. I just snapped a quick photo of these feathers, which I'll show you right now. Here it is. And these feathers kind of indicate that probably some animal served as dinner on the trail to some other animal. We should be on our final ascent up to the firehouse. I'll let you know when we get there. Well, why don't you tell? What's up ahead?
The fire tower! Thank God!
Yes! All right! We're there. Okay. Check it out. Check it out. Yeah. We're there. We're there. The little building that we passed before on the way up, that was where the ranger or the volunteer might stay if they're going to be up here for the weekend. Come here, dogs. This is Hunter, and he drinks a lot of water. Charlie, you want some water? Come on. Here. No. Somebody's a camel. There's water in there. Let's leave it there. So today I brought my Camelback with me, so I have my water right on my backpack. It holds almost 2 liters of water, 1.8 I believe. And on the way up, I've seen some interesting things. You can take a look at these low-lying mushrooms. I hope this is clear because I actually haven't seen it yet, but you're looking at it right now. And then I got these pine cones with sap coming out of them. I thought that was pretty neat. I got out the Fig Newtons and my coffee, which, although I made it a couple hours ago, should still be warm. Yeah, let's see. Great, very hot, very good. Right, I made it to the top. Can't go up into the cabin, but I'm up here, and again, it's just a gorgeous view. Take a look around. You can really see all these just rolling mountains, the hills of these western Catskills. It's beautiful. I got my dogs are down at the picnic table. There's quite a wind, and it's blowing. As a species, human beings, we came from the forest, from the jungles. We came from nature. We lived off the land, and we have created a modern technological world where the majority of us today are moving to the cities. We're living in cities, and there's really nothing wrong with that. But what I'm saying is, if you get away, if you go out and find yourself in nature, you will find it rejuvenating, therapeutic, relaxing. Try it. All right, so we're on our descent. This is a really beautiful area. It's so lush and green in here, really nice. All right, so like an oasis in the forest, we've come to a spring. Just gonna share this with you. So there you got to see Hunter drinking. Time to move on. Really getting low on battery. Should I worry about it? Nah, out hiking. That's cool. All right, I'm back in the car now. We made it. Bari was a champ, and I did my 5 fire towers. Have I mentioned that? But anyway, we're here. Thanks for coming along. I'm heading out. It's time to drive home. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of this. Subscribe, like, all of those things make me so happy. Thank you. Bye-bye.